Okay, all right, welcome everybody. My name is Amy Cassels, and I'm so glad that y'all are on the webinar tonight. So I actually have a very special guest, and she's not on Zoom, she's on my Facebook Messenger video. So I have two different cameras going right now, and her name's Lena, and she is from the Philippines. So we're so excited to have you on, Lena. What's very interesting is that Lena's grandmother is the owner of the coconut farm and the peely farm that Young Living purchased just a few years ago to get our elemi essential oil. And elemi essential oil is basically like a frankincense, and it comes from the peely tree, and the elemi essential oil is so wonderful for your skin, and it's also very calming. Okay, so let's get started. So my name is Amy Cassels, and I'm so glad that y'all are here because Young Living Essential Oils is such a wonderful company that creates wellness products for everyone. And our product lines go from everything from skincare to essential oils to men's care, sports, pets, animals, pigs, even horses, and babies and children. So there's literally something for everyone. And I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the history of essential oils. So essential oils have been around for a very long time. They go back in history very, very far. They are not something new. They're not a fad that's just out right now. They go back very, very far. And essential oils have been used throughout history to support health and wellness. The Egyptians used essential oils to help promote health and wellness, and their uses can even be seen in ancient hieroglyphics today. The Bible has 188 references about essential oils, including frankincense, myrrh, and spikenard, hyssop, and a few more. So history shows that essential oils have been around for a very long time. Well, what are essential oils? Essential oils are the lifeblood of the plant. They are the part of the plant that is very concentrated. It is it's basically the plant liquid that circulates through the leaves, up through the stem, out to the flowers. And these essential oils are so beneficial for the plant because they deliver oxygen and nutrients into the cell while taking the toxins out. So we use essential oils to create that same purpose for us. And of course, they smell good and they do a lot of really, really great things. Every essential oil has a DNA print on it, and that DNA print is what makes it so special. The constituents of the plant and of that essential oil are what help it to be so strong and give it its wonderful properties that we use essential oils for. So where do essential oils come from? Well, essential oils come from the plants, of course. We get them from the stems, the leaves, the flowers. We get them from the seeds, the bark, the resin, or the rind of citrus fruits. So it really just depends on the plant. But Young Living is an essential oil company that actually has their own farms, or they have what's called partner farms. So like Lena, for example, Young Living actually purchased her farm, and they are using it, and they brought in all their lab equipment, and they test all the oils right there on site. So from the time that plant is put into the ground until the time that it goes into the bottle, it is all done under Young Living's umbrella. If you were to go to the grocery store and you were to pick up an essential oil and ask the person who works there, where did they get the oils that go in here? Well, they would say, first off, they probably have no idea, but they probably tell you to call the company. And then if you called the company, the chances of that company having their own farm is very, very slim. In addition to that, there's no regulations on essential oils. So essential oils are actually non-regulated. They're non-regulated. So they can put whatever they want to in essential oils. And we don't want that. We want that if I'm getting lavender, I only want it to be lavender. I don't want chemicals in there. I don't want perfume. I don't want any of that stuff. I want to make sure it is only lavender. And so Young Living has the seed to seal promise that states that you are never going to get any of the chemicals. You are only going to get the actual essential oil from the plant. So Young Living has very, very strict standards, and that is the seed to seal guarantee. So how do we get them from the plants? Well, that differs from every single plant, but we have steam distillation, we have cold pressing, resin tapping, and absolute oil extraction. So here's an example: steam distillation. They're going to have to distill the plants using steam under high pressure and the perfect heat. Now, you don't want to have too high of pressure, and you don't want to have too much heat, because if you do, you could destroy the plant, and you could destroy those beautiful properties of the plant that we so want. The other thing is cold pressing. So for example, lemon rind or orange rind or grapefruit, tangerine, any of those, you don't want to add any heat to those. You want to just cold press it to pull those oils out. So that's how they do the citrus fruits. Something like a resin tapping, well, that would be something like the frankincense tree. So the frankincense comes from Oman, and that particular tree is so amazing. They're like 800 years old, and those trees are so finicky. Like they're very, very sacred, and they're very beautiful and old plant. So when they do the resin tapping, they have to pull off some of the bark, and then once they pull off the bark, then the tree begins to bleed. Once the tree bleeds, that is the frankincense, and then they get a little bit of that essential oil or the resin that comes out, and then the tree begins to grow over, and then the next time they can grab a different area. So that way they preserve the tree, because they're not going to just go and chop down the tree. Why would you do that to an 800-year-old tree? You have to respect the plant, right? Okay, and then just some fun facts. I'd love to tell you this. Okay, a lot of people don't understand why essential oils cost what they cost. Well, some essential oils are very inexpensive. Peppermint, I mean, think about it. You throw a peppermint leaf in your yard, and you're going to get a whole yard of peppermint at some point. Or what about citrus fruits? Citrus trees, you have a citrus tree in your yard, and it's growing a ton of oranges, lemons, limes. They're very inexpensive, okay? But something like roses, well, roses are very difficult to grow. They're much, much more expensive in the grocery store. Okay, so something like rose essential oil is a lot more expensive than a lemon, okay? Does that make sense? Well, 5,000 pounds of rose petals is what it takes to make 1 pound of oil. And 1 pound of oil, just to give you a little bit of a visual here, that's about 2 cups. 2 cups of oil is what you get from 5,000 pounds of rose petals. And you know how light a rose petals, how light rose petals are. That is a lot of roses. It takes 6,000 pounds of melissa to make about 2 cups of oil. And it takes 27 square feet of lavender just to make a bottle of the lavender essential oil. So the 15 milliliter size, that would be this size. So it takes about 15,000 square feet. Okay, 27 square feet, sorry, not 15,000. 1 drop of peppermint oil is like having 26 cups of peppermint tea. Isn't that crazy? 1 drop of peppermint. So if you think about that, if you were to buy 26 tea bags of peppermint, just say $6 for 26 cups of peppermint tea, if you were to buy it at a grocery store, well, 1 drop of peppermint essential oil is like maybe a couple of pennies or something. It's not very much at all. Okay, so let's talk about purity. Okay, so I talked to you a little bit about the regulations or lack thereof with the regulations when it comes to essential oils that are on the market. So essential oils don't have any regulation in the market, so therefore they can be adulterated. They can have synthetics. They can have just perfumes and chemicals in it, and we don't want to put that in our water. We don't want to breathe that in. We don't want our pets to have to inhale those synthetics. Well, Young Living is the therapeutic grade essential oil. It is the highest grade. Everything is grown organically, and they are free from chemical pesticides and herbicides. So just to give you an example of something. Okay, so they will take the plant and harvest the plant. Okay, let's just use lavender, for example. Okay, so they'll take and harvest the lavender, cut off the flowers and the top, right? They will go and put it in the steam distillation and steam distill it. Then it will then release its essential oil and its water. Once it releases its water and essential oil, you're going to see the big container, and the bottom half will be all water, while the top will have a thin layer of the essential oil at the top. Well, they'll take the essential oil and then they'll bottle it. They'll put it in the bottle, and then the water they will use to put it back onto the other plants. Okay, then they have the dry leftover, like the pulp, like you would when you're juicing. Well, they take the pulp and then they compost that back, and then they put the dirt back into the soil, onto the garden and into the fields. So it's a constant recycle. So we're getting this lavender product that is just absolutely out of this world. It's amazing. Okay, let's go on to the next. So how are essential oils used? Well, there's many different ways to use essential oils. So for an example, you can diffuse essential oils. You can put them on your skin topically. You can take them internally. You can use them for cleaning, or you can take them, or you can use them infused into other products. So let me give you some examples of that. So let's talk about diffusing really quick. Okay, here's an essential oil called Raven. Okay, so my aunt is walking through all of the fires up in Portland, Oregon right now. Lots of fires on the West Coast. And so she is diffusing Raven right now because it's so wonderful to breathe in. Now you can take this Raven, put it in your diffuser. It's going to go into the air, and it's going to aromatically diffuse these very tiny, tiny microparticles. So in addition to not only smelling amazing, but it's also very relaxing too. So that would be an example of diffusing with one of the oils. Okay, a next example would be topically. I could take the same oil, the Raven that I had, and I could take that and I could put it on my chest so that I'm actually, it's close to my lungs and I'm breathing it in. So I put it on my chest and it just smells amazing. I'm like, ah. And another great place is to put it is on the bottoms of your feet.
Absorb oils. The soles of your feet have 5 layers of skin with no hair follicles. The pores found in this area are particularly absorbent and can quickly pull the essential oil into the bloodstream. When applied to the entire foot, traces of essential oil can be found throughout the body in less than 20 minutes. This is because your soles and palms are the only sites on your body without sebaceous glands. Sebum, which is produced by sebaceous glands all over the skin, is an oily substance that functions as a protective shield and weakens the skin's ability to absorb foreign materials. Because the palms of your hands and soles of your feet do not have sebaceous glands, these areas have no barrier between the essential oils and your pores. Your feet have around 72,000 nerve endings each. In fact, they contain more sensitive nerve endings per square centimeter than any other part of your body. That's why, for centuries, East Asian medicine has treated various illnesses and symptoms by simply accessing the right nerves with the feet. They believed that every organ and system in your body is connected through meridians of energy that end in your feet, hands, ears, and face.
Topically, another example of topically would be something like sacred frankincense or frankincense. For example, I love to use this in the morning in my quiet time, my devotion time. I'll take the frankincense and I'll put it, oh, there's a lot of oil in there. I'll put it on my hands, and then I'll put it over my temples like this, maybe on the crown of my head, or even just on my neck like this. And then I can even create my own little hand diffuser by placing my hands over my nose like this and just breathe in deep. By doing this, I create a very calming presence, and the essential oil is what's helping that, along with the relaxation of the breathing and the meditation time.
What is that? That's a gentle baby, isn't it? Yeah, that calms baby down. Let's calm baby down. Yeah, that helped baby, didn't it? Yeah.
So I can also use sacred frankincense to put it in my skin cream and put it on my face, because actually frankincense is really good for your skin. So don't mind if I do. Put that right on there, all throughout those wrinkles, right there, right? Okay, so here's another example of topically. Here's Stress Away. This is one of the oils that come in the kit. Stress Away, it does exactly what it says. It is for stress, and it smells so good. I could diffuse it. I could put it on my wrist. I could put it on my ears, pretty much anywhere. It smells wonderful. I wish you could smell this. I wish you could smell it right now. I would hand it to you. Here you go. Okay, something like Pan Away. Oh my gosh. Pan Away is something that I live by. I take Pan Away and I put it on my shoulder. So this shoulder right here, I can't, like this one, I could go like this, no problem. But this one, it's really tight right here. So I'm having some issues. So I can take my Pan Away, I put it on my shoulder, and then look. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No, but it does feel better. It does feel better. This helps when I'm in the gym, and it's very relaxing. It has wintergreen in there, so it's really warming. It smells good. Kind of smells like an icy hot or a Bengay, something like that. Okay, so let's go talk about taking oils internally. Okay, so did you know Young Living is the only company who has an essential oil line that is actually made specifically for internal? Okay, that means that our essential oils that have the white label mean that they were meant to take internally. That means that you can know that, okay, if I see this in a white label, that means there's a really good reason to take it internally. So you can look it up in the book and say, oh, okay, well, here's Digest. It was meant to take internally. I'm needing a little support. You know, sometimes you eat and things come up this way, or it burns right here, or maybe you have too much corn and you get a little bloated down here. I can take my Digest and put it in some water and then take it internally like that, or I could place it in my mouth, like under my tongue. I can put it in a capsule. You can buy capsules online. You can buy them on Amazon, get them at the grocery store. You can buy them from Young Living. But the capsules, you put the essential oil inside the capsule, and then you take that. So we can do that with any of these essential oils that you want to take internally. Now, I'm going to tell you this. You are going to see a lot of essential oils that have two labels. You're going to see the same essential oil that has the colored label, and then you're going to see it and it has a white label. And that's because the FDA says, okay, if you have an essential oil that is stating that you're going to put it in the air or topical on your skin, that's different than a food. You can't also say it's for food or a supplement. So Young Living said, okay, no problem. We'll make a second label and register that with the FDA. So that's exactly what they did. So now we have many, many oils that have two different labels, and one is for aromatic and topical, and the other one is for internal consumption. Both are the exact same oil inside, just different label. That way we can stay FDA compliant. Okay, I hope that makes sense. All right, let's give another example of, let's do cleaning. Okay, so cleaning. All right, we have an essential oil called Thieves, and Thieves is absolutely amazing. This particular essential oil is made for supporting your body's immune system. Okay, speaking of the white label here, when you take it internally, supporting your immune system, absolutely wonderful. There's cinnamon, clove, eucalyptus, rosemary, these, and lemon. These particular oils have all been absolutely amazing at supporting our body's immune system. And there's an old folklore remedy that talks about how the thieves during the Black Plague would go around robbing people who were sick and who were dead, and they got caught. And the king said, why are you not getting sick? And they said, turns out that they were a family of spices and herbs. And what they did was they said, well, were putting these spices and herbs and the oils on the rag, and they were holding the rag over their nose and covering their nose with it, and it was keeping their bodies strong. So at that time, they told what they've been doing, and the rest is history. So that is why we came up with a line called Thieves, and that's where the Thieves line got its name. So Thieves essential oil, if you start to really look at the chemical constituents within all the essential oils of the Thieves line, you're going to say, oh my gosh, this actually does amazing things for all the crud that we've got going on in the air, that's on surfaces, that's in our bodies constantly. So because of that, they made a whole entire Thieves line. So we have a Thieves cleaner. This is actually a sample pack. And when you order a premium starter kit, you actually get this in your starter kit with you. And this is a concentrated cleaner that you just add to a big bottle like this, and then you add the rest water. So you can clean your whole house. I'm talking everything from floors, countertops, toilets, showers, mirrors, everything, bathtubs, whatever. I always clean with Thieves. I never have to worry about getting a headache anymore, because any of those chemical cleaners, they gave me an instant headache. I never get a headache anymore. I can clean the bathtub, and I don't have to worry about my little 3.5-year-old going in there and taking a bath and having chemicals get into his skin. I don't have to worry about that, or him getting under the cabinet and somehow ingesting the cleaner. It's going to be perfectly fine. So the Thieves cleaner is amazing. The other thing is that Thieves is wonderful as toothpaste. You know, our teeth, it's very important to keep your mouth clean. There's a lot of things living between your teeth and in the back of your throat and on your tongue. It's actually really disgusting. But Thieves is a wonderful line of products that can help keep everything nice and balanced. We even have Thieves hand soap. We have mouthwash. We have floss and mints and laundry detergent and dishwasher detergent. So lots of stuff on the Thieves line. Absolutely amazing. I want to talk about infused products as well when it comes to your skincare. We have an entire skincare line. We have body care. We have everything, like I said, from the mouthwash to the body care, shampoo, conditioner. So, I mean, we have a ton of different lotions, and everything is very thick. Okay. So I want to show you how thick this is. Okay. Okay. Look how thick this is. This is all concentrated stuff. It's very thick. A little bit goes a long way. It's not coming out. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So a little bit goes a long way. You don't need a whole lot. Okay. That goes for our soaps. That goes for our shampoos. That goes for everything. You just don't need a whole lot. This is one of my favorite new skincares, and this is called Bloom. Amazing for your skin. So lots of different stuff that has essential oils infused into the products. Makeup, we have all of our makeup. We have a ton for the babies, for the dogs, cats, animals. Okay. So, all right, I've talked about the essential oils and your infused products. Now, one thing that's amazing is I'd love to tell you about Ningxia Red. This is another infused product that has essential oils in it. And keep this in the back pocket for your mind, knowing that when you get your kit, this will be in the box. And the Ningxia Red is a antioxidant drink. So it's made from the Ningxia Wolfberry, which comes from Ningxia, China. They have one of the oldest populations in the world, and it's believed that it is because of their Ningxia Wolfberry.
Ningxia Red's journey begins in the remote hills of the former Chinese province of Ningxia. It's a story of high-quality ingredients and exacting processes coming together to produce a premium essential oil-infused drink. Ningxia Red, a seed-to-seal story. The wolfberry, or goji berry, gives our drink its rich, signature crimson color. At Young Living, we work directly with Chinese vendors to grow wolfberries in locations that are rigorously tested for the presence of pesticides, heavy metals, and other potential contaminants. Once the wolfberries are harvested, they're cleaned and sent off to be pureed. Puree of this superfruit is the drink's core ingredient. Why puree and not juice? Because it captures more of the wolfberry's nutritional potential from both pulp and juice. We test this puree both before and after it is shipped from China to ensure that it meets our strict requirements. Because fiber, zeaxanthin, critical amino acids, and polysaccharides are found in the whole berry, you're not missing out on any of these valuable nutrients. Ningxia Red is also formulated with a flavorful blend of blueberry, plum, cherry, aronia, and pomegranate concentrates, plus grape seed extract. These fruits have powerful compounds, phytonutrients, polyphenols, vitamins, and minerals that support your full body wellness. What really sets Ningxia Red apart, though, is a blend of 4 citrus essential oils: orange, tangerine, lemon, and rare yuzu. These essential oils support healthy digestion, promote a positive outlook, and more. So how does this whole body nutrient infusion make it to the homes of our members around the world? Once all of the ingredients have passed our testing and quality checks, they're weighed and combined. We then fill our signature frosted glass bottles with this halal and kosher certified blend of wolfberry puree, superfruit juices and extracts, and essential oils. Each bottle gets 2 final quality inspections, once before it is boxed and again between the time it leaves our facility and is shipped directly to you. Serve up 2 delicious ounces daily to take advantage of Ningxia Red's balanced ingredients that support whole body wellness, energy levels, eye health, help fight against oxidative stress, and support normal cellular function. Now that you've seen the journey of Young Living's Ningxia Red, from wolfberry fields in China to homes worldwide, we hope that Ningxia Red can be an essential part of your journey to transformed wellness.
You got to do this, and this is gonna be, you just rip off the top and then you just drink it. It is so good. It'll keep you nice and well. Okay, aside from the Ningxia Red, there's a ton of different supplements, a ton. I'm talking everything from supporting your immune system to muscles and joints, everything you can imagine for the gut, and everything you can imagine for hormonal support. As females, especially, we need support for our hormones, and we need it sooner than men because our hormones are constantly adjusting, and we have products and supplements that will help you during these fluctuations, and they are incredible. Okay, we also have CBD. So we have Young Living hemp farms, and those hemp farms are in Colorado. This is all CBD, CO2 extracted CBD isolate. This is an incredibly pure grade CBD, and this particular line of CBD is a very strong and powerful. So when you have a CBD isolate, the purest form, we actually have to say, because it's so pure, right now only the FDA has the ability to recommend CBD to be taken internally. So because we have a such a pure CBD product, we would be infringing on them. We're in competition with their pharmaceutical grades of CBD. So we actually have to say topically on the tongue. And you can put it topically on your body, but to be honest, you have CBD receptor sites all over your gut on your lower abdomen. So you can take the CBD and put it on your lower abdomen and get tremendous benefits. You don't have to take it internally, but if you did, topically on the tongue. Okay. All right. There's a few ways where you can get started. Okay. The first way is, we have this good, better, and best scenario here. A good option would be to become a retail customer. As a retail customer, you would not save any money. You wouldn't be a member where you get a wholesale price, but you would pay the full retail price, okay? But this is a good option if you just want to order like one oil and you'll probably never order again. If you think that you're going to love the products, which I think you will, you may want to look into becoming a Young Living Wholesale member. And that means that you now get 24% off all the products, and you would be able to access everything that Young Living has for 24% off. So we have we're a whole wellness company, and you would get to shop anytime for 24% off. In addition, you also are going to be able to get free promos every single month. You're going to be able to get free products every single month. You're also going to be able to share with others this is totally optional, okay? Totally optional. If you have your starter kit, and by the way, you can get a starter kit anywhere from base price of $35 and build your own, or you can get a starter kit where you get the 12 different oils, and you're in a starter kit like this, you get 12 different oils, and then also you get your Ningxia Red, and then of course you get the Thieves cleaner, wherever that went. So that is basically like having a Costco card, but it's a lot better because you don't have to pay a fee every single year. See, at Costco, you have to pay a fee to keep your membership card to be able to purchase products there. But with Young Living, as long as you spend $50 per year, then your account stays active. Okay, $50 a year. Who can't do that? That's, if you love the products, then $50 a year is not difficult to be able to keep your account active. Now, the best way is to become a Young Living Essential Rewards member. As a Young Living Essential Rewards member, that means that you are now getting products every single month, and you're going to save on your shipping. You're going to earn points back for your purchases. You are going to be able to get free products at months 3, 6, 9, and 12. You're going to be able to earn 10% back up to 25% back. So the first 3 months, you start with getting 10% back. After 3 months, if you're still ordering every single month, you're going to get 20% back. So you're already saving 25%. You're already saving 24%, but now you're getting an extra 20%. And then after 2 years of purchasing products, then you're going to get 25% back every single month. All of those products, or all those points, get added to a little bank. And that little bank, you can cash out anytime and use it like cash. So those little points are basically used like cash. So it's a really, really, really good option. This is the best option. Think of this as kind of like a Costco membership, okay? Meets an Amazon Prime, because you're going to get free shipping, and then meets your best favorite credit card, because you're going to get points back. You're going to get points back for all your purchases. Okay. If you are not a member and you would like to get started, what you need to do is go to youngliving.com and then click Become a Member. It's in the upper right-hand corner. You're going to choose your starter kit. By choosing your starter kit, that is how you become a member. You do not have to purchase every month, okay? You can do option 2, where you just become a member. If you want to do option 3, then click yes to Essential Rewards, okay? So you're going to choose your starter kit, either the $35 basic kit, or do a premium starter kit where you get a diffuser and 12 oils. Then you're going to enter in your enroller and sponsor. That is the person who has referred you to Young Living. And after you enter that in, you're going to enter in all of your personal information, and then you enter in your credit card and your shipping and all that kind of stuff. And next thing you know, you have a kit on the way to your house, and you are getting started. So if that is something you need help with, please let the person who invited you to class or invited you to this recording to let them know, and they can get you help. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed class today. And I'm going to end the recording now, but I'm going to stay on for all those who are live on the webinar now so that they can answer questions. Okay? All right, I'm going to end it. So thank y'all so much for watching, and have a wonderful night. Goodbye.